What's good, everybody?
Yo,
Back again.
back at it.
You know what time it is.
Championship round.
Hey, man. I'm Rip 16.
It's your boy, Ty the Jet. Not a Giant anymore.
Ty.
Ty the Jet.
Are you okay,
I'm still hurting.
Franklin?
I'm still in pain. But I'm proud of our guys. We weren't supposed to be there anyways.
Oh.
So
What you mean they weren't supposed to be
we
there?
over exceeded expectations.
I said that about the Falcons. You didn't let me
We
do
over
that.
exceeded expectations. I'm okay with where we at. We got there with two weapons on offense, and that was all we had.
One of those is a hellified weapon on offense.
That's all we had. Can't nobody name the receivers on our team except for the fans, our fans. So, yeah, we got there.
Slayton.
Over exceeded expectations. I'm proud of our guys. Now it's time to go to the off season and get to work, and we need to go ahead and either draft some receivers or go and hit the trade market and trade for a stud. We need a solid number one receiver.
Yes, y'all do.
Bad.
But yeah, they fucked me. They fucked me on the parlay.
They fucked everybody.
They fucked a lot of people.
Everybody.
It was just like one big bad orgy on the parlays. They fucked everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side of that, you know, what was your takeaways from last weekend? I know I had a heartbreaker with the Chargers. You had a heartbreaker with the Giants, but I think we learned from those games. And you know, what's your takeaway that you got?
Well,
from what you've seen out of the playoffs so far, just in general.
The Cowboys are frauds, per usual, like I've been saying. They're inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? They played against Tampa Bay, which was a shitty team to begin with. All season, everybody knew that. So for Dak to...
I said that 20
times. I ain't got to repeat it. I can look at the damn tape from last week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cowboys are frauds. We knew that.
Yeah.
Right? San Francisco is still a fucking force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Philly, they got juice back, but do they really have their juice, or is it that they play an inferior opponent that they dominated once again? So that's probably going to be the question. Patrick Mahomes, he fucking dominated even with a fucked up ankle.
What was that? Still on one leg.
Still was able to win the game. Kelsey went off.
Yes, he did.
So
thank you for that prop.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, and Cincinnati and Buffalo, like I've been saying before, Buffalo, they don't run the fucking football, so that's going to be their damn problem. Until they able to run the football. You got to run the football in the playoffs.
Joe Mixon was productive.
Yeah, if you can't run the football in the playoffs, then you're limiting yourself, because when you run the football, you kill time off the clock. You're taking away possessions from the opposite team. So what happens when you don't run the football? You go 3 and out. Now you get the ball back to Joe Burrow, and what Joe Burrow does, he goes down the field and puts another 7 on your head. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep getting elite quarterbacks opportunities to score down the field, to score on the field. So you have to run the football. So am I surprised that Cincinnati beat Buffalo? I'm not, because when they played, or was about to play a month ago, they was running up the field again on them anyways. They was about to go 14-0.
They had some good energy starting it. It was about to be a 7-3. It was about to be 14-3.
Yeah.
So I didn't put it past Cincinnati to be able to beat Buffalo, right? I felt like the matchup was a good matchup, and they have a 3-headed snake at wide receiver.
Yep.
So it's like you can't. If you go over the top and double or protect on Jamar Chase, like you can't leave T. Higgins one-on-one. You can't leave Tyler Boyd one-on-one. And then they also can throw to the tight end and just really shit on all of that. So I think, and Joe Mixon is flexing with being able to catch out of the backfield, but also, you know, play actions, all types of stuff. So, I mean, they have enough weapons on offense and a great quarterback to be able to bring it all together and make the right decision when you need it. So, I didn't think they were gonna dominate them, the Bills at home like that.
Yeah.
But they did, and
rightfully so.
And, you know, hats off to them. They did their thing. Like, I can't be mad at them. That was my takeaway from that game. Don't know what the Bills are gonna do next season, but they gotta do something, maybe strengthen the run game, like you said, to give them something else.
They got a lot of contracts they got to restructure on the defensive side.
A stud to take away some of those passing lanes that they were giving up. But, they got to do something. My other takeaway was the Cowboys. The Falcons have outperformed the Cowboys in the past 20 years. And for every Cowboys fan that wants to keep shitting on Falcons fans about championships from 95, look, y'all got to do something about that team. Dak and Zeke is not going to get you another championship.
No, they're not.
It's not going to happen.
They're not.
It's just not going to happen, bro. Y'all are in the same boat as the Falcons as far as I'm concerned. And, I mean, you gotta go through and restructure the whole shit.
Dak is the problem.
Point blank, period. My other takeaway is Mahomes is that boy you heard. This man was out there hopping with one leg, bro. He was out there in pain, cooking. He was out there in pain, but he still got through it. Now, I don't know how that's going to translate into playing against who they.
They 3-0.
That's going to be tough.
Joe Burrow's 3-0 against Kansas City.
That's going to be tough.
In like the past year and a half or something.
He's like 3-0, and then they're in Arrowhead, and Mahomes has a questionable ankle. I don't know how that's going to translate.
Pat is fine.
You think he's fine?
Absolutely.
He's perfectly fine?
Pat is fine. It's Pat.
I mean, I think he's still going to make something happen.
Yeah, it's Pat. He okay.
Now, is it going to be enough? Because the Bengals are cooking right now.
He okay. Pat
that's a question.
Pat going to be okay.
Yeah, he going to be okay.
Because he didn't want to come out that game.
But since we getting into it, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Chiefs versus Bengals. We got a short rundown, but since that's the next matchup, what you thinking?
I love this matchup because, like I said before, crazy thing is the line on this one been swinging.
A lot.
It's been swinging.
Swinging like Tyson.
It's been swinging. It opened up at Bengals +3. Then it went down to Bengals -2.5, -1, 1.5. And now it's Kansas City -1.
Kansas City Chiefs -1, Bengals +1.
Yeah, so
it's a pick 'em.
It was a big swing in points, and it all had to do with Patrick Mahomes' ankle. That's it. So with that being said, I like this battle. The battle of two titans, man. We talking about the number 1 and number 2 quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying? Hands down, no debate. You can't debate it. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes is going to be electric. But I think the key here is going to be the defenses. Who has the better defense? Who can play the better defense in the best situation? In situational football.
Okay.
And that's going to be the key. And the Cincinnati Bengals is not a slouch either. Their defense is not a slouch. No. The only problem I have is Eli Apple talking shit because he act like he's the top dog and he's really not. Eli Apple is trash. I know this because he played for the Giants. Okay. This man has 5 interceptions in 8 seasons.
Okay.
That's awful.
I mean, he didn't have a couple back downs or nothing.
It was awful, man. Awful. He has 0 interceptions this year.
He might have had some swats.
So he talking shit like he a big dog and he ain't really doing nothing. The guy I do like on that defense is Mike Hilton, number 21. He's solid. He played for Pittsburgh. But other than that, it's just about the defenses. The Bengals, they got a good front. They got a good D-line that they can get pressure without having to blitz as much. But yeah, this is going to be a battle of what defense can slow down or stop the opposing offense, the most. And I think I'm taking Kansas City on this one, even though, Cincinnati beat Kansas City 3 times. I mean, they're back in Arrowhead, Kansas City at home. I'm taking Kansas City to win this one. I expect it to be close, as the line says. I don't expect a blowout, but Kansas City might win by 3 or 4.
It's hard to go against Mahomes at home.
I'm not betting against Mahomes. I'm not.
It's hard. However, the Bengals' performance against the Bills at home shows me that they don't give a flying fuck where they at, when they play, who they play, who they came to play.
Who they.
So, That's tough, bro. That's tough. If it's a pick, it's a pick 'em in every sense of the word.
You have to lay some skin somewhere.
My mind is telling me I need to look at some alternate lines on the Bengals.
I'm taking Kansas City.
I feel like it's a field goal type situation, but the way they played, I don't know. That Bengals team is just different, bro.
Yeah.
The Bengals team is different.
They are. They're going to have to show me one more time, though. They're going to
two
show
more
me.
times.
They got to show me one more time.
2 more times.
You got to show me one more time.
That Bengals team is definitely different. I think money line, everybody's saying Kansas City, and I get it. It makes plenty of sense. But can Kansas City's defense do something with that three-head snake? And I don't think anybody's really been able to do shit with it yet.
It's tough. It's really tough. Kansas City defense is going to have to get pressure. Frank Clark, Chris Jones, they're going to have to get pressure. That's the only thing they're going to that's where the battles have to be won in the trenches. And if that D-line can get pressure, it'll help out that secondary because that secondary isn't that good. Kansas City secondary is not that good. So that's
my concern.
They have a tough task when it comes to that tall order. But, Steve Spagnuolo, you know what I'm saying? He's a defensive coordinator, Super Bowl champion defensive coordinator for the New York Giants. He'll dial it up. So I'm going to need him to dial it up, get after Joe Burrow, need Joe Burrow to get some pressure, get him off his spot. But even still, Joe Burrow can throw the ball from the pocket, outside the pocket, on the run. He can move around. So, I mean, he's a slinger, man.
He is.
He's a slinger.
Everybody know that. Everybody know that boy can throw. We know that.
Yeah.
But can that defense, no matter how much you dialing up, they trying to put pressure on him. I've seen people try to put pressure on Joe Burrow, and he's still fucking making the pass.
Mm-hmm.
He's still dumping it off to Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon make a couple plays, get him like 5, or he'll run a play action, and then Jamar Chase gets wide open in the middle of the field once a week. I don't know how, but he still does it. So my whole thing is just like, I don't know if the Chiefs defense have enough to stop that three-headed snake on offense.
It's tough.
And that's the concern. I mean, the Chiefs has their own weapons in their own right, of course. I mean, Kelsey is Kelsey. Mahomes, he does all these crazy passes as he prances around the field like this sometimes. And I don't know how mobile he's going to be. Like, you say the ankle is fine. Maybe in a week he'll be all the way right. We'll see. But I don't know. I feel like, those key factors are kind of getting me leaning towards taking the Bengals on some type of points play here. It's both minus money lines. So, if I'm going to take a minus money line, I might as well get some points on the Bengals. That's what I'm thinking.
Depends on how many points you're trying to get. Because money line is payout better.
Yeah, the payout is better, but we'll see. And if I parlay it with this next game that we're about to get into, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly.
Yeah, it's another good one.
This is wild.
It's another good one.
It's another pick 'em in my book. The point spread is 2.5 in the Eagles' favor. I feel like this should be another 1-point game. In my book, that San Francisco defense is different. Jalen ain't gonna. I don't know if Jalen's gonna be able to do all of that running around or scrambling like he does on some teams against San Francisco. Jalen is a dog. He fight. He play with a chip on his shoulder, and I love that about him. He can get out. He can be mobile. He got enough arm strength. He got some offensive weapons to pass the ball to. So, I mean, Jalen, has some tools and enough assets to be able to put points on the board for sure. It's just that San Francisco defense is stingy. Them guys are different.
Tough.
They tough. And we talk a lot of shit about Dallas, but Dallas actually didn't play the worst game.
Their defense didn't.
Their defense didn't.
But quarterback did.
I feel like it's just hard to move the ball on that defense.
You don't turn the ball over twice.
He turned it over twice.
You got a different ball game.
That's what they do, though.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The defense did their job. But if you don't turn the ball over...
Do you think that defense can generate some turnovers against Jalen Hurts?
Yeah. He's prone to it. It really depends on the game that Philly's trying to play. I like Philly in this spot. Normally, I would lean 49ers, but I think Philly's defense is solid. They're good. And what separates Philly defense from... What I like about Philly's defense, they have pass rushers. They can get to the quarterback.
Some UGA boys on that
they can get to the quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Riddick is a beast.
Yeah.
He is a beast. He's going to get to the quarterback. Okay. You know what I mean? And Purdy is not going to be able to escape like Jalen Hurts will be able to escape.
I don't think he has Jalen Hurts' escapability, but I think
Purdy gets sacked.
Purdy move a little bit too, though.
Purdy getting sacked. So, and it's not just one guy on that defensive front that, you know, is going to cause a problem. You got Fletcher Cox on there. You got Graham there. Like, Philly has some fucking dogs on that defensive front that can apply pressure. And then on the flip side of that, the 49ers don't really push the ball down the field that much. I think if they push the ball down the field, that helps out them because that secondary, they like to bite early. But as I'm saying this, and I've been saying it.
Those switch up.
Yeah, those switch up. As I'm saying this, as I've been saying it throughout the course of the season, the Eagles, their weakness is run defense up the middle. That's their weakness. So
and the
49ers
snake
and the 49ers
running back
and the 49ers strength is running the football. So with that being said, this is a tough game. It's a tough game to analyze. But I mean, either side you're gonna be okay. You can't go wrong with either side. I just think you know, the 49ers know who the fuck they are. They're going to run the ball. I'm leaning 49ers now. I'm on the 49ers. I got a future for them to win the NFC Championship anyway, so I got to stick with it. I got to stick with it. 49ers is the play here. 49ers is the play here.
Wow.
The 49ers is the play here.
That's crazy. That switch up was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mid-sentence.
Just mid-sentence. You can just see your face change.
The 49ers is the play here.
Christian McCaffrey, he got a little calf situation going on, but he'll be all right. They still got Deebo Samuel. They still got Elijah Mitchell. Their run game is strong. They got Kittle. They got Ayuk. Purdy has weapons to work with. You put him under pressure, he has people he can get quick passes off to and dump it off. And to add on to what you said, they don't push the ball downfield a lot. But if you're under pressure and you're forced to do short passes, I think that's already kind of playing into their offensive scheme anyway. So I don't think Purdy is going to be under so much pressure to the point where he just can't generate any type of passing yards or flow. And that offensive line has been doing a pretty good job of protecting him, which is why he's undefeated as a starter so far.
Yeah.
So I feel like that game plan that Shanahan, lays out is going to take that into play. The fans in Philly are not going to give him an easy time dealing with it at all. But I'm leaning plus side, San Francisco points.
Yeah, I think 49ers is the play here.
I think I'm leaning them with the points. I've been riding with the Eagles heavy this season, so this one is a very hard one for me. And then the Giants just got annihilated.
And I think, and here's the thing, right?
Which I should have just went with my Eagles then. But
like, here's the thing, like, Philly hasn't played a good team in a while.
Yeah.
They haven't been in that battle. You know what I'm saying?
They played the Giants twice.
We're not a good team. We're not.
Y'all was bad, though.
We're not a good team, bro.
We're not a bad
We're not a good team. You can't compare us to the 49ers.
No, hell no. I'm not saying
The
that.
49ers are like 10 times better than we are.
But the 49ers are 10 times better than half of the league. That's not
right. And
well, the 2/3 of the league, not even half. So my whole thing is just like, it's hard to say. But the Giants were not a bad team, as you put it. To me, they weren't a bad team from what I saw. They just didn't have that many weapons.
Yeah, this smells like Dallas, a Dallas game. Dallas went and dominated Tampa Bay. They went to the 49ers, got in a dogfight and lost. Philly dominated the Giants. They get to San Francisco and another dogfight and they lose. Close.
You know
what I'm saying? Jalen's going to have to run, but like to your credit, to your point, you got Fred Warner out there. Like, you got these linebackers that ain't about to have that.
They ain't having it. They're not having it. You're going to have to pass the ball.
You're going to have to throw it.
The only way Eagles replicate that performance what they had last week is if somebody has some type of breakout ass game. Maybe your boy at wide receiver breaks out and has a crazy game. Somebody got to get some yards and generate some plays off of something outside of their normal production, because if they go in there with their normal same old shit against the 49ers, it's not going to work.
They got to commit to running the ball. If Philly can commit to running the ball.
Miles Sanders can generate a crazy
if they
game.
can commit to it. There's a difference of doing it and committing to it. You got to commit to it. If you can commit to running the ball, you good. If you sit there and let and keep allowing the 49ers to keep coming on passes, keep coming on passes, they're going to hit home. They're going to get home.
Right. They're going to get something.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not what you want. Something. That's not what you want.
Denzel Washington voice.
The best way to slow down a good front and pass rush is to run the football. And this is the playoffs. In order to win, you got to run the football. You know what I'm saying? The teams that run the football more and more successful running the ball, those are the teams that most likely win in advance. And the teams that don't turn the ball over.
Yeah. I'm not counting anybody out this weekend.
No.
But all I'm saying is, if the Eagles going to win this game against a very tough 49ers team, even though they're at home, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders, somebody's going to have to do something abnormal. They're going to have to shatter expectations in order to really take over this game and dominate. I haven't seen anybody do San Francisco like that in a very long time.
Right. Except for the Raiders. Devontae Adams went nuts on them.
He did. He did. Still wasn't enough.
Yep, they still lost. Yeah, like I said, overall close game. I'm leaning 49ers. I'm playing the 49ers because I know 49ers. They know who the fuck they are. They're going to commit to running the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is what Philadelphia's weakness is.
Who they play?
That's Philly's weakness, bro. If you can run the ball on Philly.
And they got options at running back.
You can run the ball on Philly, bro. That's why I was so pissed off when we played them, because we didn't commit to running the ball. We went for it on 4th and 8 in the first fucking possession. Come on, dude. 4th and 8. Punt the ball. You gave these motherfuckers momentum. And now they take the momentum. They're at home. And they go down and put up another 7 and then turn the ball over in this ball game in the first quarter. So you commit to running the ball. You take possession of the ball. Shanahan knows that. You know what I'm saying? He knows who he is. He's going to come out there, love his play calling. His play designs are crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking the 49ers to win, and I'm taking the 49ers to cover.
So that's your best bet?
That's my best bet.
49ers to win or to cover the point spread, if you got to pick one?
To win. Because if they win, they're going to cover.
I mean, but they could lose by 2 and cover.
But I got them to win. So if they win, they
win.
win. They win, it's going to cover
You
regardless.
like them to win. And then you got Cincinnati.
No. I got the Chiefs.
You changed it.
No, I ain't changed it. I said Patrick Mahomes. I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes. No, I went Patrick Mahomes.
Do we need to rewind the tape?
Yeah, rewind the
You
tape.
said, now that we talk about this mid-sentence,
No, that was
lenient.
no, that was talking about the 49ers.
49ers?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole time I'm rolling with the Chiefs.
All right, so you got the Chiefs
Yeah.
and the Niners.
Chiefs and the Niners. Chiefs and the Niners. Because I got both of those teams. I got a future play on the 49ers to win the NFC Championship, so they need to win this one. And then I got a futures play on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. So I need them both to see each other.
It's not bad picks. I'm leaning towards. I'm definitely leaning 49ers points. Because I think they can cover a spread, especially if I can maybe even.
What the spread's 2?
2.5. 2.5.
Yeah, take a money line. More value.
Not if they don't win.
So you don't think they're gonna win?
I think they can win.
But you don't think they will?
I think it's a pick'em game though. I think Philly is at home.
So you think Philly's gonna win this game?
Philly is dominant in certain games. However, they don't dominate all the time, which is why I'm not just going out there to say, oh, Philly is just going to run away with this one. And the San Francisco defense is too good to just let somebody run away. But if there's a team that's good enough to beat them, the 3 teams that could probably do it are still left in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So Philly,
the best teams
Chiefs, and the Bengals have enough weapons to be able to overcome that San Francisco defense. A lot of other teams, they just didn't have the weapons to be able to do something significant to that defense. You can make some plays, you can do such and such, but if anybody's going to beat them, it's one of these 3 teams that's left. So I like San Francisco covering some points. Maybe if I parlay something, I may buy them a point and get them over a field goal. And then I'll do the same thing with Cincinnati in a parlay. If I want to do a little slick 2-team parlay, I'll do something like that. I do like San Fran on the points. And Cincinnati and the Eagles, man, that shit has hurt my soul. If I could fade something, this would be the weekend to just fade everything.
We ain't fading nothing,
But
bro.
we ain't fading
my
shit.
play, I already told you my
fading
plays.
I'm not fading it. I'm not.
49ers money line, Chiefs points to cover. Chiefs to win and cover.
49ers points. We'll buy some points up and get the Bengals points. That's where I'm at with it.
All right. Well, I look forward to it. I'm excited. God damn it. It's the NFC Championship, baby. Shit, we got one more round until the Super Bowl. One more round. It's getting, hey, we winding down. But
this is going to be an intense weekend, but we're going to see how it turns out, baby. And when we come back, we're going to see what our takeaways are. We're going to see what's up with this Super Bowl. We're going to see if we made something or not. Because some of these parlays been kicking ass. What was your record last week?
not good enough. We ain't going to talk about it. No bueno. But
Mine was bad too, so I'm not even gonna talk shit about it. But
this week's gonna be better.
this week gonna be much better. So y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, stick with us. We almost at the Super Bowl, and we just want to rock like Lil Uzi and see what happens here.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for watching, tuning in. Be on the next lookout for the next episode, man. No Hedging Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Already.
Switch your clothes, ain't never been married, but this I propose. Ain't taking no L's to get my wrist froze. Ain't selling my soul to get against a goal.